Welcome back everyone and happy December. If you're new to my channel, my name is Hannah, also known as Tropical Plant Addict, and today I've got a super exciting video for you. I have got a rare plant wish list haul for you. This isn't mulled wine, by the way. I wish it was, it's just water. My throat feels really dry. Is anyone else a bit partial to some mulled wine? Because I certainly am. So basically what happened was a few months back, my friend and fellow YouTuber, Zahir, also known as Plants and Paints on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, he messaged me and he said, I've got some plants to send you. And I was like, all right then. Not going to say no to that, am I? I was like, oh wow, thank you, that's amazing, how kind of you, and I'll do an unboxing of them. So for a while now, Zahir's actually been selling plants through his Instagram and Facebook page, but he's currently in the process of setting up a website, and his business is called Foliage Fanatic. Here's his business card, really cool name. So currently he's just showing what stock he has through his Instagram and Facebook page until the website is set up. He actually came to visit me yesterday because he only lives about an hour away, so he delivered the plants to me, which was really nice of him. We had a good old time chatting about plants, and I was meant to take some photos and completely forgot. So he dropped off this big box which was sealed, and just before he left he said, oh, it's probably best to open them today just to make sure none of them are falling over, just because he brought them in the car and they weren't kind of packaged for shipping. So probably about 60 seconds after he left, I ripped open the box. I just couldn't help myself. And I am absolutely thrilled with the plants he sent me. I literally unpacked them all, put them on the coffee table and just sat staring at them for quite some time. And then I took some pictures, and yeah, I've just been really excited to show you guys what I've been given. I'm really grateful, and yeah, let's get into it. So the first plant in my rare plant wishlist haul is the Anthurium crystallinum. So this guy has got 4 leaves currently, and the texture on this plant is kind of slightly velvety, but it also has like a slight sheen to it as well. It's really beautiful. I love the shape of the leaves, and I hope I can keep it happy. Once the plants have settled in and when I've had them for some time, I will do some plant care videos on them, and obviously I'll give you some tips and things like that, but I wanted to kind of have them for a while first, see how they get on, because I can't give you any tips if I haven't been kind of looking after them. So I think just from having a close look that this large leaf is the newest leaf. So hopefully it looks like each new leaf is going to get bigger. So that's very exciting. I love it. Thank you so much. Are any of you guys Anthurium fans? Because I just love them. I think they're awesome. So that's the first plant. The next plant in my haul is the Anthurium veitchii. Oh my goodness. I've wanted one of these for so long. It's got so many leaves. Obviously they're quite small at the moment, but these can get really large. They've got these awesome kind of ruffles on the leaves, like ridges. And I believe as the leaves mature, the ridges get a bit more prominent. This plant is such a beautiful specimen, and this guy currently has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leaves and another one on the way. I love that even on the back of the leaves, the ridges are quite prominent as well. So beautiful. So the veitchii is also known as the king Anthurium, and apparently the leaves can get to several feet long, which is pretty spectacular. And yeah, I just can't wait to watch it grow and take tons of pictures of it and plaster them on Instagram. So that is the second plant in the haul. Next up we have the Philodendron verrucosum. I love this plant. I love his fuzzy stems. I've never seen one of these in real life, and it's just really, really stunning. There's a new leaf on the way, which is really awesome. Actually, there's 2 leaves, but one of them's just starting to unfurl. I love the shape and the pattern on the leaves, and what's really awesome is on the back of the leaf, it's got these kind of maroon patches, which is really pretty. I also love that there's like a sheen to the leaves. It almost looks, they're kind of velvety, but with a sheen. So beautiful. So some of these plants have come all the way from Malaysia and some of them from Colombia, I believe. So considering the journey they've been on, and because it's quite cold now, I think they've done really well. I'm so excited to see that new leaf unfurl. So it looks like when the leaves first come out, they're quite pale, and then they darken as they mature. And I'm assuming the more the leaf matures, the more of this lovely maroon colour we'll see on the back, but I'll keep you posted. Next up, we have a plant that I've really wanted for quite some time. They're quite hard to find, and it's a really beautiful specimen. It is the, hang on, I just need to think of the name in my head because the name is quite hard to pronounce. The Philodendron. I hope I've pronounced that right, probably not. Look how cute it is. It's got such a cute leaf face. I love it so much. Zahir showed this actual plant in his most recent video, which was a care tips video for this plant. And I actually commented on the video and said, oh my God, that's the cutest leaf ever. And he actually saved this plant for me so he could give it to me. Thank you so much, that's so kind of you. So this plant is also known as the Queen Anthurium. These can get extremely large. I'm not exactly sure what form this is. I know there are different forms. There's the dark form, the standard, there's wide form. I'm not sure if there's any others. To me, this leaf looks quite slim and the veining is quite far apart. And from when I was researching, it looked a little bit like the dark form, but I'm honestly not sure. I've got nothing to compare it to. There's not that much information out there on them. So if anyone knows exactly what form this is, please let me know. I will be so excited when another leaf pops out of this one. I'll be keeping a close eye on it. Zahir filmed a really informative video on the Philodendron. So I'll link that below for you. It's a really in-depth video on how to care for them, and there's really not that much information out there on them, so it's really useful. Yeah, what can I say? It's absolutely stunning. The next plant in the haul is one that I fell in love with back in April when I visited the botanical gardens for my birthday, and I'll attach a photo of me stood next to it. It is a spectacular plant. It's a real showstopper, and I can't believe that he's given me this beautiful specimen. You obviously know what it is already because you've seen a photo of me with it. I actually already own one of these plants, but mine is very tall, but the leaves are very small, and this specimen, well, has the most gigantic leaf. This is the Philodendron Melon. I'm so in love with this plant. The leaves on these philodendrons can also reach about 7 feet long, which is incredible. They just look prehistoric to me. You can just picture dinosaurs walking around them. I just think it's absolutely spectacular. At the moment, there's just one single leaf, but there's a new leaf coming, which is mega exciting. All these plants are potted up in a really chunky, airy potting mix, and I know Zahir talks about his potting mix in some of his videos. This is exactly what I would pot them up in. I know some people like to put them up in sphagnum moss. I need to buy a special pot for this guy because he hangs down so low, he hangs like lower than the pot. So I need to try and find like a really tall pot or a pot with feet on it or something. I really can't wait to watch this guy grow. Thank you so much, Zahir. I can't believe you sent me this. I know Zahir is expecting another delivery of rare plants next week, so keep an eye out on his Instagram page. Also, if you've got any plants on your wish list that you've been finding quite hard to get hold of, just send him a message and he might even be able to source them for you. I lost quite a few of my lovely plants over the summer due to thrips, so I'm so happy to be filling up the shelves again with some new plants. I gave Zahir a little present yesterday to say thank you, and he's insisting that he wants to keep it until Christmas. So I keep sending him messages asking if he's opened it yet, because I really want him to open it. Have you opened it yet? I took all these guys into the bathroom with me this morning and we all had a good steam, a good pamper. Guys, I just remembered, as if 5 rare plants wasn't enough, he also bought me a poinsettia, and it's a really big one. I love it, it's so beautiful and so festive. Thank you so much. And one thing to note about the poinsettia is after Christmas, it's not a goner. You can keep the plant, it will keep growing. And yes, you may lose the red leaves, but you can actually make them come back by putting the plant in a dark cupboard for, I think, it's like 14 hours or something every night for quite a few weeks. I think you have to do that in the autumn leading up to Christmas, but yes, you can actually encourage the red leaves to come back. Otherwise, it'll just be a beautiful green plant. And I actually still have one of my poinsettias from about 2 years ago, but it's much smaller than this one. This is a beast. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the haul as much as I did. I'll link all Zahir's details for you below. Thanks again, Zahir. I can't believe how generous you've been. I'm so speechless with what you've given me and so grateful. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all soon in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.